I bought 5 of the cheapest fountain pens I could find, and one of these writes better than pens 2 to 3 times the price. I'm Brian, and this is Nib Happens. I'll be putting all 5 to the test to see which ones are worth it. Now, I went into this expecting to confirm you get what you pay for. Let's see what happens. At this price point, I'm not going to concentrate on how the pens look. I'm going to look at how smooth it writes, whether it starts every time, doesn't skip, and if it feels like a pen that's valued more than $10. I put a couple posts out on a few Facebook groups asking for recommendations, and these were the ones I found under $10 that were recommended the most. I'm going to show you these in the order I think they're going to finish before I actually use them. Let's see how I did. The first one is the Zebra 301. It is the least expensive one at $5.54. It is the ultra low price option and is widely available in a lot of stores. It does have a stainless steel body. The threads on the body are metal, and on the feed they're plastic. These don't feel very deep, so I can see that getting stripped out. It is a fine nib. It came with 2 cartridges. Let's see how this writes. Okay. Fits the hand really well, the way I like it without the cap. Ugh. Right off the bat, a missed start. Now, I will say it did take a little bit to get the ink flowing. Actually doesn't write too bad. No, I take that back. Another skip. Very scratchy as well. Wow, lots of skips. Not very smooth. Don't think this is a really good writing experience. Yep, it's junk. Next is the Pilot Varsity. This one's a little more expensive at $7.99. It is the disposable option. You use it. When you're done with it, you just throw it away. This one you can buy in multiple packs. I've seen them up to 10 in a pack. A lot of them came 3 in a pack. This was the only one I could find in a single pack, and it's a medium nib. And we'll see how this one does. All right, very good fit as well. Decent grip. Nice ink flow immediately. This one started really well. It is a lot smoother, but still scratchy. Has that feedback. No skips though. Better than the Zebra by far. Not great, but not terrible either. Now the Jinhao 159 offers a very different look. It comes in at $9.99, just under the price. It is a lot bigger pen, thicker, heavier, offers a more premium feel, I think. It is the only twist cap of the 5. And also it came with a converter, no cartridges. It is also a fine nib. I think a little bit more decorative. Let's see if it does any better. It's definitely big. Looks really good though. Nice nib. Feels great in my hand.
Really good ink flow. Starts very nice. Not really scratchy. Pretty smooth writing. Nice and enjoyable feel. I will say it puts out quite a bit of ink for a fine nib. Has about the same thickness as the medium of the Varsity. I'm really surprised in this pen's performance. Even has that nib sound.
And the fourth one is the Platinum Preppy. We come back down in price to $7.99. It's supposed to be a very consistent and reliable pen. It was recommended quite a few times. It is the only clear body with a fine nib and one ink cartridge. Could this be the overall best one? Let's find out.
And this one fits my hand as well. All of them seem to do that, so that's good. Nice grip feel. All right off, I did notice that you need to push pretty hard to get the cartridge in place. There's no real click sound or feel when it's seated. Seems there isn't much ink flow. It is a light green ink though, so it just might seem that way. It's actually not as smooth as the Jinhao or the Varsity. Also getting some feedback. And there was a few skips at the beginning when I was using it before. Seems to have gotten better though. It is scratchy. It's becoming more noticeable. Not sure I'm liking this one.
The Pilot Kakuno is the final one. It was by far recommended the most times, and it is on almost every list of good beginner fountain pens. It's known for being really smooth right from the start. It came in just under the $10 mark at $9.99. Had a fine nib with the smiley face and one ink cartridge. I'm going to guess that this is the one we're going to be judging the others against. Let's see if I'm right.
Good length and grip again. Now this one I also had a little trouble knowing if the cartridge was all the way in. Wasn't really a click when it was fully seated. Nice ink flow immediately. No hesitation at all. Really great start. Smooth writing. There's a little bit of scratchy feedback. However, it seems all of them do to some extent. I don't know, will that maybe go away or lessen with use? There are no skips at all so far. And it has a very nice nib sound.
I think I was off a little bit on how I ranked them to start with. I'm going to do that again. Number 5, I have the Zebra. Number 4, I'm going to put the Platinum Preppy. This one surprised me. Number 3, the Pilot Varsity. Now, some people might disagree with me on this one, but number 2, the Pilot Kakuno, which leaves the Jinhao 159 at number 1. I just think it did better overall than the other pens. Now, these top 2, definitely should give them a shot. The Pilot Varsity is on the fence. And these bottom 2, in my opinion, I don't think you even need to waste your time. Honestly, you don't need to spend a lot to get into fountain pens, but not all inexpensive pens are equal. If you want to see how these stack up against some better quality beginner pens, go to my channel. I have a lot of videos on there for you to check out, to take a look at. Next time I'm going to take a look at some different types of paper and see how fountain pens write on them. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Please leave a comment as well. I love hearing from you. If you've never tried a fountain pen, give it a shot. You might love it. I'll see you next time.